Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a brand new video. Super excited to be back with new content. My previous video I had to delete because the sound was just completely off. Like, I tried to edit the heck out of that video and the comments were like, what is happening with the sound? So I scrapped it and I'm filming it over again. I did get a new mic and I hope that the sound quality is better. I'm still trying to figure out how to use it. So we're going to experiment with this video and I'm hoping that it does incredible. I also plan on investing on a new camera and lens because I want 2025 to be ultra high quality. So look out for that. And if you are a fellow content creator and you have any tips and tricks or any like favorite lenses, please leave a comment down below. I am not like tech savvy all the way, but I've been using my Canon T7i for the last like 6 years now. I love it. It's my baby, but I think we deserve a little upgrade. I am so excited to talk about some of these delicious fragrances, okay? When it comes to gourmands, I like gourmand that still smells like perfume, that is still sophisticated, elevated. I really don't like walking around smelling like food, to be really honest with you guys. I'm gonna start off with a new fragrance, okay? Brand new on the market. I just reviewed it over on Instagram and TikTok. If you're not following me there, go ahead and follow me because we have a lot of fun over there. This is the new Kayali Yum Bougie Marshmallow 81. Kayali has really set the tone as a brand that knows how to do gourmands really well. They make gourmands that are wearable. They're not ultra realistic. They don't only smell like food. They smell just like perfume, but like in this very delicious, edible way without going too food-like. This is absolutely gorgeous. Like, she's creamy, she's luscious, feminine, soft, airy. So in this fragrance, you're going to get freesia, strawberry, pink marshmallow, creamy coconut. There's also whipped vanilla and pink musk. To my nose, I get this strawberry milkshake vibe, but again, not too edible-like. And it's just like very fluffy, very light, definitely marshmallowy. You know how the marshmallow is super soft when you squeeze on it? It has that powdery finish. It is absolutely delicious. I'm so happy to have this one. This is for the ladies that love something sweet, airy, fluffy, a little powdery, and very, very feminine. Love this fragrance so much. Not the most long-lasting or beast mode kind of fragrance. You definitely want to overspray her. Oh my God. Yes, the opening is just beautiful. When you first spray this fragrance, it's going to be a little bit more fresh than the dry down. I find the dry down is a little bit more creamy and a little bit more powdery. And I definitely have gotten compliments. I've worn this outside of the house about 3 times, and every time someone told me I smell good, or I walk by someone and someone says, it smells really delicious in here. So this is definitely a compliment getter. And, you know, Kayali, Mona, she knows how to make a good perfume that's going to get you compliments. And this one is one of them. Second fragrance that I have from Kayali, like I said, they know how to do really gorgeous gourmands that are super wearable. This one kind of surprised me. I thought it was going to be way too sweet, just too cloying, a little bit on the juvenile side, I'll be completely honest, but I was pleasantly surprised because this is one of my favorite Kayali fragrances. I bought myself a backup because I love it so much. This is Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar 42. The bottle is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But the scent, let's talk about her. This is stunning. There is candied pear, sweet violet, bubblegum, white caramel, rock sugar, vanilla cream. I love this. Then the main notes at the back of the bottle makes my life so much easier. Please, brands, do that more often. I love this. This is beautiful. Like I said, it's like a fruity floral gourmand, because I definitely get that burst of pear in there. If you've ever smelled Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle, you're going to get that similar vibe. You get that beautiful pear that's like bright and fresh and kind of mouth-watering. And then you're going to get the sweet vanilla notes in there. You're going to get some more sugary sweet notes. Everything is blended so well that makes this fragrance really likable, a little flirty, playful, super modern. And it is for the younger crowd, but honestly, I feel like so many of us can pull this off. It smells absolutely delicious. It's one that gets me a ton of compliments. And I love that it's just so modern and so bright. It's kind of like uplifting in a way. The opening is very fresh. It's very light. It's like this burst of freshness in here. A little bit citrusy also, but then the dry down becomes a little sweeter, but like a very airy, sweet tone. It's never too cloying. It's not sickening sweet to me whatsoever. And as I mentioned, this one gets me a ton of compliments. I do feel like the sillage on this one is a little bit more powerful than marshmallow that I just mentioned. I find that this really lingers nicely in a room and has a beautiful sillage, and it lasts really well on me, but I definitely overspray her. Love this one. Something a little bit more youthful, if that's what you're looking for. Next fragrance that I have to talk about is one that's slightly new to my collection. I sampled this like a month ago and I just fell in love with it. It is absolutely beautiful. Another very bright, modern kind of fragrance, and it is a fruity floral. I believe I get a lot of fruits in this one. This is from Jusbox and it's called Carioca Heart. I love this scent. It is just so feminine, flirty, playful, very light, and absolutely delicious. Oh my God, it's so intoxicating. I get maybe like a mango, a pineapple kind of vibe in here. It's sort of tropical and like festive. That's the scent that you're going to get in this one. It's sweet, but not sickening sweet. It still smells like a perfume, even though it definitely leans gourmand with those beautiful, juicy, fruity notes. I am just obsessed with this one so much. It's a fragrance that really does linger really nicely on the skin and on your clothes, honey. Another fragrance that is ultra, ultra feminine to me. There's nothing unisex about this one. I just find that it smells like a girl. It smells like you're ready to go out with your girls or with your man and just have a fun time. You're gonna have some juicy, delicious cocktails, maybe a good meal, and you are just going to dance the night away. This is what this fragrance smells like. If you have a tropical vacation coming up, I think this would be perfect. Even though it is a sweeter fragrance, it does well when it's hot outside. I don't find that it's becoming sickening sweet or sticky on the skin. I find that this one lasts really well on me. I took it for my anniversary weekend and I did wear this on its own on one of the days that I was out and about, and it smelled really gorgeous. Like I doused myself in this and it smelled delicious. I walked into the elevator and the lady was like, wow, you smell incredible. I love this one. If you love fruity fragrances, or even if you don't love fruity fragrances, because let's be honest, I'm not a fruity fragrance kind of girl. Like I don't love a ton of fruity fragrances, but this one, there's something special about this one that just grabbed my attention immediately. The next one that I have is more sexy, more grown, a little bit more sophisticated. I just love this fragrance. I cannot get over how affordable this is. It's absolutely insane to me. But honestly, the quality from the juice to the presentation, 10 out of 10. This is Lataffa's Khamrah Qahwa. So the original one is just Khamrah. This is the flanker, and I prefer the flanker. It does have some coffee notes in here. There is cinnamon in here. I believe there's praline or caramel. This is just intoxicatingly good. It's a gourmand that smells lavish, rich, warm, a little spicy. It's so luxurious smelling, and the way that it lingers in the room, like this one is beast mode, okay? And compliments. Most of the fragrances that I'm talking about are compliment getters. I'm not even gonna lie. These gourmands will always get people to stop you and ask, what are you wearing? This is unisex. My husband was worn it and it smells great on him, but I love it on myself too. It just smells so warm and decadent and sweet, delicious, but very like luxurious. Oh my goodness. The sillage on this is insanely good. The way that it sits on the skin and just like melts into your skin. You smell very expensive, very bougie with this fragrance. If you like fragrances like Kilian's Angel Share, you probably will really love this one. It's not identical to that one whatsoever, but the vibes are there, you know? It's like upscale steakhouse dinner. That's what you're gonna do. Okay, you're gonna have some oysters before you have your main course. Maybe you're gonna have champagne with your dinner, a little prosecco. I don't know, but this is delicious. It's elevated, it's expensive smelling, even though it will not break the bank. Next, we have a fragrance that I believe you cannot get at regular retailers. You have to go online at discounted retailers, but I just love this fragrance. I think it's one of the most beautiful date night fragrances. It's very sensual to me. It is a perfect gourmand where it smells sweet, edible, but like still perfume-like. And the texture of this fragrance is everything to me. It's so creamy and luscious. It's one of those intoxicating fragrances, not talked about that often anymore because I think maybe people think it's like old school now, but the DNA of this one I'm seeing. You know, I'm seeing it with launches nowadays. And this is Nina Ricci L'extase. I'm probably butchering that, but I will leave it down in the description box along with all the other fragrances. Listen, this is stunning. She's creamy, she's luscious, confident, sexy, sensual. Get a lot of a praline note in here. It's just so decadent. And even though it's sweet and rich, there is something that kind of balances it off. I believe there might be patchouli in here because I am getting some slight fresh greenness in here. It's just honestly so gorgeous. So gorgeous. It's more of an affordable fragrance because you can get it at a discounted retailer online. Honey, silky smooth on the skin. This scent will never go out of style. If you love to smell very sexy, sensual, femme fatale, alluring, you got your little black dress on, maybe a red lip, I think that you will absolutely love this fragrance. If you love praline in your fragrances, you're going to adore this one. And honestly, I think there is patchouli, but on my skin, it's not heavy. Honestly, in the dry down, it's not heavy. I get a lot of that praline and it balances everything off, but this is sensual. This is a sexy fragrance for the grown ones, okay? You need this. You need to try this out if you've never. The next two fragrances that I'm going to mention have similar DNA. I'll be completely honest, you don't need both, but I do have both, and I think that they are just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, but they're very similar. Like I want to say like 90% similar. Maison Mataha Escapade Gourmand. This is a beautiful caramelly vanilla fragrance. It is just so silky to the touch. Like the texture on this is just decadent. It's so beautiful. It's so intoxicating. You definitely get a lot of vanilla in here. It is a sweeter fragrance. Like this is very gourmand compared to all the other fragrances that I mentioned, but something about it still leans luxurious. It still leans like a perfume, if you know what I'm saying. It is not all the way hyper realistic food like. I do love to use this as a layering scent though. I normally don't wear it on its own, but as a layering fragrance, it's perfection. I can layer this one with every single fragrance that I've mentioned so far, and it just adds this texture, this smoothness, this silkiness that the fragrance might have not had. This one is a pretty penny, I'm not gonna lie, but it's worth it. I think that its lasting ability is beautiful. It's not heavy or like super beast mode to me, especially when I first got it. When I let it sit, I found that the lasting ability got really strong, but the sillage is not insanely large. Unless you overspray it, then you will get a little bit more of that sillage. But I think that it is a beautiful fragrance to complement all of my other gourmand fragrances, and it just adds that stunning silky texture. If you're a true gourmand lover, like you love your beautiful vanilla, caramelly kind of fragrances, you're going to enjoy this one a lot. It is very silky and very like not heavy, and so I don't find it cloying. Something about this just gives me luxury vanilla vibes. So the next fragrance that I'm going to mention that I said is very similar to that DNA that I previously talked about is Fire at Will from Jovoy parent. This is the first fragrance that I own from the brand, and I'm so happy that I have it. I really want to smell more from this house, but this is another very silky, vanilla, kind of caramel, praline kind of fragrance. It just smells delicious, honestly. The texture is just like, oh, it's so good. This one is a little bit more airy than Escapade Gourmand. I'm trying to think of the differences. This one maybe has a little bit more of a musky dry down versus Escapade Gourmand. So if you found Escapade Gourmand a little bit too heavy for you, maybe try this one out. But I love, love this one. And actually, when I really think about, I think I can wear this one without layering it over Escapade Gourmand. Something about the dry down is just a little bit more softer than Escapade Gourmand, but they're very similar, okay? Very similar DNA. This is delicious. It's so delicious. It's so silky on the skin. It's just very sexy at the same time. You could definitely pull this off alone. Like for date night, if you're wearing this, shut it down, okay? This is a little bit more long lasting. It has a louder sillage in my opinion. The quality is absolutely fantastic with this fragrance. It's going to last you for hours and hours and hours. So if you love your fragrances to be beast mode or more long lasting, I would definitely opt for this one. It's just very delicious. Very, very delicious, but still very like luxurious. The next one that I'm going to mention is a gourmand. To me, in my opinion, it is a gourmand, but it's definitely more of a spicy, unique gourmand, maybe a little bit more aromatic. It's really beautiful and kind of shocked me. I didn't think that I would love it, but I really, really do. It smells very luxurious. This is the new fragrance from Akro and it is called Glow. Absolutely love, love the bottle. This is stunning. Honestly, absolutely stunning. Ooh, ooh, honey. There's something about this fragrance that is just very luxurious and upscale. Again, there is this like slight aromatic vibe to it. When you first open it up, you get this like sense of like this green tone, this like freshness, but then in the dry down, you get almost like a spicy vanilla scent. It is really rich, really upscale, very luxurious, kind of unique from any other fragrance that you're going to smell. And it really stands out within my collection. I love it. And I know that it's going to be great for those cold, cold months. You can wear this during the day if you don't overspray. But for me in the evening, it really shines a little bit more. And it's just like delicious. It's very like luxurious in a way. I love it, love it, love it. If you don't like fragrances that smell too much like food, too sweet, too cookie cutter vanilla fragrances, I would definitely recommend checking this one out because it's more unique. Definitely unique compared to all the other fragrances that I mentioned, just because it has that like green aromatic tone to it that takes it to a whole nother level. The next fragrance that I'm going to mention is one of my favorite scents. It's been my favorite for the last 2 years now. It's a fragrance that I consider part of my signature scent because I wear this all the time. I wear it with every fragrance that I have in my collection, and it's one of my most complimented fragrance. One of, like in my top 3 for sure. This is more of a fruity gourmand, not fruity gourmand, a floral gourmand in my opinion. It's just delicious and beautiful. Some people don't find it that unique. I absolutely love it. And I'll be honest, I did not love this fragrance. Like I wasn't impressed the first time that I wore it or purchased it, but then something clicked in my head and I fell in love. This is Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy. If you know, you know. This is stunning. Okay, there's marshmallow in here, there's sugar accord, there is orange blossom. The orange blossom in this fragrance shines and it just gives this like creamy, sweet floral vibe to the scent that gives you the most intoxicating feminine fragrance ever. This is ultra, ultra feminine. It's just so beautiful, delicious, and addictive. That is how I will describe Love Don't Be Shy. It's absolutely stunning. Whenever I step out the house with this fragrance, without a doubt, I will get compliments after compliments after compliments. This is the fragrance that when someone comes in for a hug, they're not going to say you smell good. They're not going to ask you, what is that scent? They are going to literally say, you smell delicious. You smell heavenly. You smell incredible. That's the kind of reaction that you get when you spray Love Don't Be Shy. It is stunning, stunning, stunning. I love the way it makes me feel. When I really want to be super feminine and flirty and feel real sexy, I'm going to pull this one out every single time. Everything in here is just blended so well. Fluffy, airy, sweet, creamy, feminine. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Orange Blossom sometimes can come off a little bit vintagey. In here, it's just done in a way that smells modern. It smells creamy. It smells sweet and like a little bright. Absolutely love, love, love Don't Be Shy. Next one that I have is newer to my collection. It is what I would consider a Gourmand floral. Based off of the notes, based off of the way it smells, it really does smell like they combined florals with decadent, delicious notes. This is Ex Nihilo Explicit. And honey, the name, it says it all. I am absolutely obsessed with Ex Nihilo fragrances. Ever since I stopped at the counter and smelt so many of them, I want them all in my collection. They do fragrances so well. They're so wearable, still unique, and just addictive. A lot of them are addictive. Right now I have about 4 in my collection and I can't get enough. I want more. This is the latest one that I've added and I am so obsessed with it. Oh my God. I love fragrances that have this like luxurious silky texture to them. This has it. I believe there is a praline note in here that adds that creamy sweetness. There are floral notes in here that I absolutely love. And I think there's vanilla. I'm sure there's some sort of sandalwood, something woody in the dry down, or I don't know, something in the dry down that's really a little bit more heavy. It smells very sexy, very flirty, sensual. This is definitely an evening fragrance for me. Evening, date night, leaving a lasting impression, you're going to go for this one. And the power of this fragrance is beautiful. You definitely want to do about, I would say 6 to 10 sprays. I know it sounds like a lot, but 6 to 10 sprays is going to get this fragrance to leave this beautiful scent cloud that is unforgettable. This is a fragrance that leaves an impression. It's going to be beautiful around the room. It's going to be memorable. It's very sensual, very femme fatale for sure. The fragrance that I'm going to mention is not a vanilla fragrance. This is a fruity scent, and you guys know that I'm picky with fruity scents, but this one is really good. I've seen a lot of people, some of my favorite fragrance TikTokers, talk about this fragrance, and I finally got it in my hand. This is from the brand Simone Andreoli. It's my second fragrance from this brand, and it's called Leisure in Paradise. This is the Eau de Parfum Intense Concentration. Wow. Okay, I can't wait for it to be summer again because I'm going to be wearing this fragrance, or if I go on a beautiful tropical vacation, this one is coming out. This is for the girlies that love a delicious, kind of thicker, tropical, fruity scent. I get a lot of pineapple in here, or like some mango in here, some citrusy tones also. It's very sweet, rich, and warm on the skin. It is so delicious. Like, this is mouth-watering. This is definitely more on the hyper realistic when it comes to fruity scents, but something about it is luxurious. It really is luxurious, and I get why it's so hyped up. It smells absolutely intoxicating and addictive and delicious and just decadent. I would probably layer this with another fragrance, even like a vanilla fragrance, just to kind of contrast it, because to me, it's all the way fruity. So if that's your vibe, you're going to love this one. But because I like something with a little bit more complexity, I don't want it to just be fruity all the way. I probably would mix it in with something like Escapade Gourmand or even Love Don't Be Shy. But this is warm, it's thicker, it's juicy, it's mouth-watering, it's very, very delicious. It also has a bit of a sexy tone to it. And I think in the summertime, this would really shine, shine, shine. I totally get why the girlies are obsessed with this fragrance. This is a 10 out of 10 for me when it comes to a fruity fragrance that just smells very delicious, very decadent, but still smells like a perfume. There's something in here that's still very luxurious and very upscale that makes me, but not least, I'm going to mention a new fragrance. This is a brand new launch, guys, okay? Along with the Kayali, we have another launch. This was highly anticipated because we have been waiting for this brand to drop a new fragrance for a really long time. They dropped two, and out of the two, this is my favorite. If you guys want to see a review on both of the launches, definitely let me know in the comment section. But this is Maison Mataha's Brownie Pop. Listen, they did good with this one. They did good, and I was surprised that I like this one over the other one that they launched. This is such a beautiful gourmand fragrance. Now, compared to other fragrances I might have mentioned, this is probably more gourmand-esque in terms of it being hyper realistic, but the dry down will surprise you, okay? When you first spray this fragrance, you get this like very much like cookies and sugar and chocolate vibe in this fragrance. Like it smells really, really edible. As it starts to dry down, it does start to mellow out and become a little bit more perfumey like, while still holding the gourmand quality of the fragrance. I still get the chocolate, but the chocolate's not in your face. It's not heavy. It's a little bit softer and more in the background, which I appreciate because I personally don't like fragrances that are super chocolate heavy. I just don't really gravitate towards them. And this one is a little bit softer. I still get that biscuit-like note in here. It still remains in the forefront, but again, everything's just like smoothed out. Like it really transitions beautifully on the skin where it becomes a little bit more softer, a little bit more mellowed out. The vanilla is creamy and luscious. And I just think that they did a really great job with this one. Now, I want to see Maison Mataha give me some florals and some ambery scents. I'm ready for that too. But I do appreciate this one here. I can't speak to the lasting ability just yet because I literally got this in the mail today as I'm filming, but I will come back with an update. But the scent bubble, I really do enjoy. And so I really wanted to include it into my gourmand scents. I think that they did an incredible job. And I love that in the dry down, it's a little bit more perfume-like. It's a little bit more mellowed out. It's a little bit softer, but still has that beautiful, delicious tone. So if you love smelling like a snack, but not all the way a snack, I definitely recommend checking this one out. So guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and saw something new and cool today. Hopefully the quality of the sound and the video is a lot better than the previous video. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear and chat with you guys in the comment section. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and I will see you all on the next video. Ciao!